tutorial. So in our previous tutorial we have covered the DAO layer. We have designed the DAO layer in order to register the student. So here in the register.jsp, what we have done is we have called this student DAO.register, in which we have passed the student which we have received from the index.jsp. So in index.jsp we will fill all the information about the student like ID, name, email and password. And after that, when we submit these information, we have action for register.jsp. So in register.jsp we have used this use bin, with the help of which we have placed all the parameters from the request to this object student, and we have passed this student object to the student DAO.register. So here in student DAO we have created the session and we have created the transaction and saved this student. So here we have not added the hibernate.cfg.xml file to this session. So what we will do, dot configure, and here we will pass this hibernate.cfg.xml. Now we have passed this configuration file in which we have all the configuration about the database. And here in register.jsp, if our student is added successfully, then it will return a value greater than 0, else it will return the 0 and we will display the errors. So here now, as we have not used the Hibernate SBM file, so we are using the annotations. So here we have to add the annotations to this student class. We have to make this class as entity bean. So in order to make it entity bean, what we will use the entity java x.persistent java x.persistent. Now here what we can do, instead of adding all the imports, we can generalize it, and here for the ID we can use the ID. So we have added this ID as well, and here we have to mention the table. So in table we have to give the name of the table. Name of the table is student. So right now if we go to the database, suppose right now we will delete all the records from the student. So if we select start from student, so here we do not have any record right now. Now what we will do, in database we have already discussed that we have database with name telecomma, and we have the table name as student. Now right now we do not have any record, so let's run this application and see if it works successfully. So when we run this application, here you can see that it has added these ID, name, email and password. So here ID we will before we start, what we will do, we will close the server and let's close it, and we will clean the project Maven. First we will Maven clean the project, and after that we will refresh this part. Then we will again build the Maven project. And yes, it is successful. So after that we will refresh it again. So here we have the target folder and all the generated resource. So then we will right click, run on the server, and next and finish. So let's run this application. So here we will pass the 1001. Name is tel, comma, email ID is tel, comma, at gmail.com, and password is test. So here you can see that student register file, student added successfully, and after this it is displaying this message. So here you can see that insert into student, it has inserted the record, and let's check this record in the database. So here you can see that 1001 telecomma at the rate of gmail, and password is test. So in this tutorial what we have completed is, we have in the previous 3 or 4 tutorial we have covered this web application using Hibernate. In the front end we have used the JSP, and we have received some input from the user, and we have placed those input in the student object, and after that we have persist that student object into the database with the help of Hibernate. So thank you for watching the video.